Hey there, a few thoughts on, or a few of my thoughts on the foreign exchange market going into the morning of the 17th of August 2018. This is Paul Shields. Um, this is not investment advice. You're trading at your own risk. Don't take this as trade advice. Um, this is mainly my own opinion of the FX markets. Um, Looking at the US index, we've rallied up, we've broken back down, really truly off this, back into this consolidation, small consolidation level here, this down day prior to the move up. We've broken back down into that here. We've bounced off it, and we're now battling between this breaker or mitigation level here prior to the run and breakdown. Come back into that area, and you've got an order block here which we're battling. Market hasn't opened as yet on the USDX today, so I'm not sure exactly where it's at, but just looking at it from the point of view of the close of Thursday, it's in between two levels for me at the moment. It could go higher, could rally off this, still run this high. It's very dangerous to try and pick tops while this looks very much like a top. I'd be much happier once it breaks this level of consolidation here. Once this gets broken, then we've got some directional premise. So in other words, if it makes a lower low, we've made a low. If this is a lower high, that'll be confirmed when this low gets broken. So once that comes in, I know we're waiting for potential move to move, but better that than getting stopped out on something that, when this market could quite easily still go higher. We've got higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So until we make a new lower low, I'm not willing to participate short USD at the moment. Looking at cable, we had this breakdown earlier in the week. We've rallied off that. We've created a swing low. We've got a higher low on either side of it. Into consolidation for Thursday's market was very much consolidation. We wigged up into this previously identified level of the bottom end of this consolidation range prior to the breakdown. We wigged up into that, which was what I was concerned about when I took this trade off. We've broken down again. We're still consolidating. This could well prove to be the low of the week. We may rally back off this and run up into these highs if the USDX drops. If it rallies, then it might drop and still run this low. Again, there's no, looking at a daily, we're very much at indecision, doji type indecision. We need some sort of, I want to see some sort of displacement to the upside before I look to get in long. And confirm that this downtrend is over, rather than trying to buy again into that. When we could either go sideways, we could run this low, we could run the high and then run the low, all sorts of things. It's too much indecision. Yes, we've broken out of this median line, but it could just be a parallel from this high down, parallel style of median. You get breakout here, could come back to that and drop and run this low yet. So until there's some clear evidence of a market structure break to the upside, I'm not willing to go long. The downtrend has obviously slowed. This move was larger than this move, and this pullback similar to this one, I guess. It could have gone short off this level, and had I been short from this level, I'd hold it. Stops at break even, hold that and look for a run on these lows, but I wasn't interested in trading last night, so I didn't go short off that level. And I'll just be sitting on the sidelines on cable for the night. Pretty much the same thing goes for the euro. We've formed a swing low. Now this is a nicer swing low. We've got on the daily, nice long wicked daily candle here on Wednesday. We've pulled back up into this up candle prior to this down move. We could trigger off that and continue lower. So by no means is the downtrend necessarily over. We've still got a liquidity void over here we could be looking to fill. So there's that we could be looking to fill. We could just be seeing some resistance off the top of it. We may look to fill it, we may bounce from here and come up to fill in some of this price action, rally right wick into this, then drop, or even break through it. Again, I'm not willing to, I don't see any clear shorts in here as yet. And I'm not willing at the moment to go long off this price action. It'll break to the upside and a pullback, and I might look for longs, depending on the nature of it. What I did see, and I don't trade this pair very often, was on the Aussie. A little bit of Aussie news, a bit of a speech coming out today, mainly on the hourly, big long downtrend, pulled back. The pullback has slowed right down, stop right here. In all previous consolidation, strong breakdown, order block level here, up candle prior to this breakdown, and we've come back and we've consolidated really tight into it. Potentially a breakdown just to fill this void in here. That will give me enough time if it breaks down into there instead of only 20 pips. But either take that, or that would be a position where I drop the stops down to break even and see whether we can get a run on this low for about a 55 pip run drop on the Aussie US. So that is a trade that I have on at the moment. Like I say, I don't often trade the Aussie, but we have had a bit of movement in it recently, and that was the only clear trade that I identified, or that I was happy to risk. This is the consolidation area that we've wicked up into. Clear breakdown off it, retest of that consolidation, and now looking for some downside. Wanted to be really aggressive with your stops or myself, I could trail that right down to there for 5 pips of risk. And probably once if this breaks this low, that's the sort of thing I'll be doing, reducing the risk right down on this trade. Looking to reduce the risk on the trade and maximise the profits. At the moment, I'll give it a little bit more room to move. That's pretty much all I saw on the markets. US CAD bouncing off the median line of this swing at the moment on the 4 hourly. It's bullish. Suggests the CAD is potentially weak. Really wicky though. Nothing there I want to participate in. US JPY has rallied, broken out of this. This could be a market structure break to the upside. This could be a potential medium-term swing low. We've got a higher low now to both sides of it. It's a low with a higher low and a higher low. So could be looking to run this high out. If we do, then the upside is confirmed and potential to drive higher. Or we may wick up into this order block, which we've actually already done and hit it, broken down. We may come up and re-challenge that. I prefer, if I was going to be bearish, I prefer to see this level hit once and a breakdown. So this may be just a wick of a phantom run up or something like that on the hourly candle, but and then see another breakdown to the downside. I'm not going to be trading it. It's not clear enough for me. We've got this failed to break out to a lower low, so we did break this little swing low in here, but it's not something that I'm happy to go with. So not unless and not until I see a clear breakdown on the US index, which we don't see yet, having opened up here. We may just be rallying back into this consolidation to break down off it. Could be kind of due to swing of the day, rally up, drop, and run these lows out. Could be, could well be the tune of today. We may rally up, retest, and go higher. Wait for some clarity on that. Good luck and good trading.